Hello everyone, my name is BlackWatch and welcome to another episode of How to Master. This is my advanced guide series, and in this week's episode we're going to be taking a look at Elias Kutz, also known as Blitz. I covered this operator in the How to Play Shields video, so if you want to take a look at that before watching this one, I would highly recommend it. It'll get you to grips with the fundamentals of shield play. If you've already seen that video, welcome back, and I hope you enjoy this one where we're going to learn how to make the most out of the flashiest shield boy you've ever seen slap you in the face. So Blitz is a 3 armor, 1 speed operator on the attacking side. He's a member of the GSG-9 CTU, that's a German CTU, alongside his compatriot IQ on the attacking team, and Bandit and Jaeger on the defensive team. A very synonymous duo when it comes to spawn peeking, so I'm sure you're all familiar with them. He has 2 secondary gadgets, as most operators do. Those are the breaching charges and stun grenades, and he is equipped with the G52 tactical shield. That's a flash shield, and that is his ballistic shield. This has 5 charges, and when set off it will emit essentially a stun grenade worth of flashing potential in a conical arc in front of him. It'll affect most operators within him. I'm not sure what the maximum distance is, but any operators that have been hit by the flash, including teammates, will start to cover their face as they do if they've been hit by a stun grenade. So that's his main thing. But the secret selling point that you might not know from reading his description is that he is the only attacking shield, the only shield operator, full stop, who's able to sprint with his shield still up. So other operators, when they sprint with the shield will go down to the side, it'll still be in their hand, but it won't be covering them. Blitz, on the other hand, holds it right up in front of him and is covered as he sprints. Now this is a huge boon for Blitz. It used to be that he was similar to all the other shield operators and that he couldn't do this. Ever since he was changed to be able to do this, he has become a far more effective and genuinely scary operator to go up against. So, his strengths are gunfire 1 versus 1s. This is his absolute bread and butter, is having 1v1s against enemies who do not have explosives. If he's in this situation and you play it right, I can almost guarantee that at least 75% of engagements 1 versus 1 against a relatively experienced Blitz, regardless of the opponent, go in the favour of the Blitz. I don't have any hard stats to prove that, but I'm almost certain that that would be the case. He specialises in pressure pushes as well. When the rest of the team are pushing on in, he's good at taking point and absorbing the damage with his shield and being able to flash operators who are on the objective and make them a bit more squishy for his teammates to mop them up. His weaknesses are multiple targets. If he has to face more than one enemy at once, he becomes far less effective and he tends to get overwhelmed because he doesn't have quite as much coverage at the front as, say, Montagna, especially when he's fully extended. So he's a little bit more open to being shot than other shield operators. And that's the second weakness, is the fact that his shield is slightly smaller than the other shield operators. He also has a slightly slower reload than most of them with his P12 pistol. That's his only handgun option. It's pretty decent after the recoil changes. It's one of the stronger pistols for sure. It has reasonable ammo capacity and decent damage, but it is quite a slow reload compared to all the others. When you're approaching engagements as Blitz, now this is the mastery part of it, you cannot let your opponent breathe. Don't give them any opportunity to dictate the pace of the engagement. That is your job. You want to be as proactive as possible, and you want to put them on the back foot as soon as you can. Because as soon as they're on the back foot, they panic, they misalign their shots, make mistakes, and then you can take advantage of them. If you stop, they can aim at you, and they can have a steady shot, and even 20 damage to the shoulder is enough to leave you in a position where an extra 40 damage from a shot from a revolver to the hand, or just little bits of damage here and there from impact grenades, all that sort of stuff, will wear away at you and eventually they'll be able to take you down. So when you're in a 1 versus 1 and you're against that opponent, you want to sprint to close the distance and then you want to flash them. When you flash them, they're going to start firing or they're going to lie down. Those are your 2 options. If they lie down, easy kill for you. If they start firing, whilst they can't see you, they become slightly more dangerous than they would have been otherwise, especially if you ADS. So what you want to do is you want to flash and then immediately reposition yourself, be that through a crouch, a sidestep, whatever it is. You want to try and get out of the way of their random firing and fire back at them. Ideally, you would flash them, wait for them to run out of ammunition, and then flash them again and finish them off. Obviously, it's not always attainable, so if you've got to kill them in a pinch, crouch, reposition, do something to get your body out of where they thought it was, but do be aware they will randomly fire, and the likelihood is you will absorb some shots. That's just the nature of the game. Shield snap if you are going to be slower. I showed you the shield snapping technique in the how to play shields video, so hopefully you're familiar with that by now. If you're trying to make the engagement slightly slower, that's when shield snapping should come into play. Otherwise, you want to be mobile and you want to be aggressive. You want to flash and spray when you get up close, because if you don't, you're going to give them that opportunity to take advantage of your fairly large person and your fairly small shield. So make sure you use your aggressive kit to the best of your ability, and you want to exploit that as much as possible. Whenever you can, close the distance, flash the operator, and reap the rewards, because it will absolutely decimate any operator in a 1 versus 1 situation. Same rules apply, however, when it comes to nitro cells. Please, if you intend on playing shields, the number one thing I would tell I was going to say younger players, but newer players to the game, when they're going to play as a shield, is please learn which operators have nitro cells. Bandit has a nitro cell, Pulse has a nitro cell, Capcan has a nitro cell, Mira has a nitro cell. There are lots of operators who have nitro cells in this game, and the sooner you're familiar with them, the easier your shield play is going to be. Don't be drawn in too deep as well. Don't be tempted to go after a target such as a roamer who could be dug in and might have backup, because as I say, as soon as you meet multiple people in an engagement, it's a hell of a lot more difficult to take them on than it would be if it was just one person who is at the mercy of your speed and your flash shield. Don't forget to keep flashing as well. If you flash them once and then you go in and you fire and you've given it a few seconds and then they come back, top them off. You don't want to sit there and think that they're going to be still flashed, because it doesn't last that long. You've got 5 charges. Most of the time a Blitz isn't going to use all 5 of those charges, so don't be stingy. Get the flash charges going and make sure you score the kill. But above all else, be wary of your teammates. It's very, very easy, like with a lot of different operators who have concussive and stun effects on their gadgets, to actually affect your teammates. You want to be wary of that, and you want to avoid doing anything to negatively impact your teammates in the game. Now, that's pretty much all there is to mastering Blitz. Make sure you do your footwork correctly when you go into engagements, you take on people properly. Make sure you think about all the different things that are going to factor in your positioning, the way that you approach engagements, and the number of people you have to take on in those engagements. And if you get all those elements together correctly, then you're going to have a great time with Blitz. I guarantee you, if you spend the time on him and figure out how to play him well, you're going to have a lot of fun, because he's very, very satisfying, especially when you have an operator lying there who's run out of ammo, they don't know what to do, and they're just running blind, hitting into walls, bouncing off of mattresses, all sorts of stuff, because they have no idea where they're going. Have fun as Blitz, and I hope you enjoy your time with him. I hope this guide's been helpful for you. Apologies for not uploading the visual video. I realised as I went to edit the visual video that all of my visual clips bar one had been deleted, and that's why I've not managed to upload it, unfortunately. I will get the clips back, but I have a feeling it's going to be a couple of weeks before that video will be back up, because I have footage for other videos that I can complete sooner, so I'm likely just going to top them off before I get the visual stuff recorded. But it will be up. It will be up within the next month, I guarantee you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day, guys. Thanks for watching again. Do svidania. Bye bye.